Welcome, Forest Night. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tech Tuesday. Welcome. Got my awesome XTR. Where's my logo here? XTRM shirt on. Got that going. Have you guys seen the back of this bad boy? My wife did this for me. I got to show it to you. So I'm going to turn around. Hope you guys can see that. Can you see it? Did you see it? Cool. So anyway, cool shirt. She made these. She made a really cool hat for me with the logo and the graphic. I've got some red ones that are just the opposite of this one. They're like the red with the yellow in the background. That's sort of my colors is the yellow and red scheme color there for the whole marketing thing there. So what I want to do tonight, I want to talk about a Google Voice number and why would you use Google Voice and what's the point if you already have a mobile number. Well, a couple of things. One, if you're like, yeah, Tech Tuesday, right? I haven't done one of these actually at Tech Tuesday in a couple of Tuesdays because I had some other stuff going on. Hey, Rick, from down under. Awesome. Yeah, pretty cool. I've got a cool hat that matches it. Unfortunately, I'm not wearing it right now. I'm wearing my my bride's hat. But looks like it's. Look, am I back? I guess I'm back. Don't know what that was about. That was weird. So I think next Tech Tuesday, if my computer gets here, that'll order quick enough. Oops, did I say that, babe? I'm going to do some kind of unboxing here or something because I am so done with this one. It's like on my last nerve, and I think it's time for a new one. So anyway, moving on, and actually tonight. I'm actually not drinking coffee. This is actually everything I put in coffee minus the coffee. So it's chocolate and creamer and caramel and cinnamon. Yeah, that's me. So anyway, let's talk about Tech Tuesdays. Why would you use a Google Voice? For starters, one, depending on how you feel comfortable with doing business, and it doesn't really matter. Maybe for example, you're in sales and furniture sales, car sales, a realtor or whatever, and you don't necessarily want to give people your personal cell phone number because sometimes when you give it to some people, they will abuse it to absolutely no end in terms of blowing you up. So one of the reasons you may get a Google Voice number is to, of course, sort of filter the friends and keep yourself a little bit private. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Forrest Knight out here in St. Louis. I'm a social media marketing dude, guru, specialist. I love helping people do some cool stuff on social media, make money with a mission and a goal to have no more empty refrigerators. So if you're in that same type of mind frame, a mindset, a network marketer, whatever, absolutely love network marketing. If you're network marketing, another cool way to use a Google Voice number is to use say, for example, you're like Rick and you're in Australia, right? And you want to maybe use a Google Voice number or something like that. You want to be able to give people a number to call so they can dial that number. Now, I'm not quite sure if it works. I'll take that back. I'm not sure if it works in Australia, so I'll take that back. But if you want to use a Google Voice number for some other reason than giving people your private number, that would be the number one reason. Second is you can actually send text messages out of Google Voice, and I'm going to show you how to set it up on a computer or a PC, a web-based, as they call it, type kind of setup, versus having it on your phone. You can actually forward the calls to your phone, which is pretty neat. You can send out text messages. You can actually get email notifications. So you can do a lot in a Google Voice with a Google Voice number to keep yourself maybe a little bit more private. Or maybe even create some kind of way so you have a business number set up so you can track who you're talking to, how many messages you send out, and so forth. So first thing you need to do is you need to have a Gmail account. And there are two types of Google Voice numbers you can get. You get a personal one and you get a business one. Now, although you're an entrepreneur, an independent person, a salesperson, you probably don't need to get the business one because it does cost money for the business setup. I think it's like $10 a month for the basic. And then of course it's a more of a businessy type. You can set up a personal one. So if you're an independent business person, independent salesperson, you can just go ahead and set up the personal side. So I'm going to go in here. I'm going to do my best. We'll see how this happens. Tech Tuesday. always has the tech issues. Lamont, thanks for swinging by. Dr. Gardner, thanks for swinging by. Rick, thanks for swinging by. Really appreciate you guys. Cheryl, thanks for stopping by. Going to get some value out of this tonight. We're going to do some techie stuff. Don't want to keep you on here long, so let's jump in this. Fingers crossed. Oh, and I got to share this with you. See, this is my green screen back here. And just so you guys know, when you wear a funky yellow shirt like this and you sit in front of a green screen, all you can see is a head. Like, that would have been a talking head like Max Headroom today. So that's why you don't see a cool graphic in the back, because it turns all funky. I just, you know what, I got to show you guys here, because I just got to show you because I brought it up. So here you go. I'm going to show this to you so you can see. Look, see what I mean? Talking head. Woo! So I just wanted to share that to you. I sort of just disappeared in nowhere land. So just had to share that with you. For those of you that want to maybe, and you see, I just did a squirrel. So somebody's going to go, how'd you do a green screen? We can buy green screens at like Best Buy or something, and actually buy one that sits on a stand. I actually went out and got the what they call chromo green paint, and I actually painted it and boarded it off. And I wanted to go around the corner a little bit, because you see there's a corner right here. And the cool thing, when you put up your green screen, it doesn't look like a corner. So it actually gives you more room when I painted it. So I went all the way to the ceiling and went quite a ways to the floor, and I did the chroma green paint. If you guys shop at Home Depot and you'd like the paint color code for that, let me know, and I'll get you the paint color if you want to paint a wall and you want to set your stuff up. And then you can do some really cool stuff. But I'm using StreamYard as a software. I think Zoom, you can do the same thing on Zoom. It's create a really cool green screen behind you to put up a really cool graphic. You can download all kinds of pictures and stuff to put up behind you while you're doing your Facebook Lives. And you probably even do a little bit of marketing and advertising if you get creative, like maybe put your URL up or your banner up or something like that. Have some fun with it. So went off on a total another Tech Tuesday. So let's get back to Google Voice. So I'm going to let's see if we can share the screen here. Click up here and tap on that one and hit screen share. And if you guys can, when you see this pop up, if everybody can see that, maybe somebody just comment. Yeah, it's easy. I just went to Home Depot. I gave them the code. They mixed it up in a can, and I came and just literally just rolled it on the wall, put on 2 coats. It was really easy. It took me it took me longer to go get the paint than it did to paint the wall. So for those of you that are in that techie stuff, absolutely, it's fun. That's just me. I always just got to take it to the next level. And I thought it would be easier to actually paint the wall than trying to have some kind of screen put up behind me that was just sort of blowing all over the place and sort of in the way. So, and the cool thing about it is when I'm done with this room, I can always just paint it back. Maybe I'll paint the whole room green screen and have everything virtual except my camera. I'm just saying anyway. So, as you can see on the green, as you can see here on the screen, this is Google Voice. So first of all, again, you have to go out and you have to get a Gmail account. No, excuse me, get a Gmail account. And then just go log into your Gmail. Step 1, log into your Gmail. Step 2, just search Google Voice, and it's going to pop right up. And you can find your Google Voice, and it's going to come in here. You notice it says sign in or for business. And here it says personal use or for business use. And again, you don't really need business use unless you actually have multiple people are going to use it, because like even the $10 version is for multiple users. So just choose personal use, and then you can choose Android, iOS, or web. So let's choose web. Now the phone number that I've got set up, I've actually got set up on another Gmail account, but we'll walk through this for the sake of making a real good training lesson here. Of course, everything is running super slow, so a lot of my resources are being used on this computer. That's why I'm going to upgrade to something fun and cool and exciting, and hopefully you guys can see this. I think what I'm going to do is let's try this. Yep, there you go. That's a little better. Hopefully you guys can still hear me. I'm coming through on audio. Okay, somebody just comment there, because I just left myself out and it's running super slow. Loading up. It's loading up. It's taking its time. It's getting there. So while that's doing that, while it's loading, let me come back to this other screen here. So while it's loading, so a couple of things. One of the reasons It's for privacy reasons. So when you're going to go in and set up your Google Voice, it'll load up here. The screen's going to load in a second. The second thing is you can choose what area of the world you want to work in. Say, for example, if I wanted to have a Houston phone number, so I can go in and choose a Houston area code, like an 832 or wherever. Maybe I want to have maybe I'm in St. Louis and I want to choose a Houston number. Maybe I'm in San Francisco and I want to choose an Orlando number. So I can go in and choose those. Now, you used to be able to go in and do vanity phone numbers with Google, which is very, very cool. You can't do that anymore. Like, for example, if you wanted to choose, like if I wanted XTRM as my last four numbers, which is 9876, I could have done, 314, 555, 9876 as my number, or XTRM, right? So I could have done that as a vanity number, but unfortunately, Rick says, unfortunately, it doesn't work in Australia yet. So bummer for that. So here we are back on the screen. Hopefully you guys can see this good enough on your devices without me having to blow it up. So let's jump over here. It says, welcome to Google Voice, a free phone number to take control of your communications by continuing terms of service, blah, blah. So hit continue, and hopefully it won't take too much time to get to the next screen. I think I hit continue. Come on, let's go. LETSGO, as Ray Higdon says. So in this area here, it says choose a Google Voice number, search for available numbers by city or by area code. So because I'm sort of in the St. Louis area, it gives me these options: Creve Coeur, St. Charles, or Union, Missouri. And those are going to be extensions that are going to pop up. So let's say, for example, I want to do Houston. Houston has a couple area codes, and I want to do an 832. So I can choose an 832, as it says, or you can choose an area code. So I chose 832, and it's going to load up a bunch of numbers for me. And it's going to give me some numbers here. Now, one of the things that I like about choosing numbers are numbers that are easy to say. 9s and 5s, especially if you're saying them verbally, sometimes are hard to understand. So you probably don't want to choose a number with a 9 in it. Choose something that's easy to say, like this 832-464-5422. That very first number is very cool. The next number's got 5s and 9s in it. So unless you're planning on saying fiver and niner all the time when you're talking, because sometimes when you say 5 and 9, sometimes it sounds exactly like the same number. So just take some caution in there. There's another one, 832-374-8726. Cool number, easy to say, 315-5384. Very easy number to say, 308-0418. Ooh, I like that one. So for example, if I wanted to use this one, I would hit select. I would choose this number. Now what it's going to do next, it's going to verify the complete setup using Google Voice. You need to verify your existing phone. So what it's going to do, it's going to have me to verify, and then I'm going to put in my phone number here, and it's going to say my phone number is associated with another number. It's going to want me to redirect. So what I want to do, dang it. Hold on one second. I don't want to lose that other number. Give me 1 second, y'all. I got to take a quick screenshot of this number because I don't want to lose this other one, because I want to come back to it. And all right. Well, let's come back to this one. So I want to put in a number. So I'm going to put in my mobile number, and I'm going to hit send, and it's going to send me a verification code to my phone. The phone number can't be used to sign up for Google Voice number. Try verifying with another number. Bless America. Thought I could switch. So anyway, so what would happen here, and I'm actually going to switch over to my other screen. So what would happen here is it would send you a 6-digit verification code. You're going to put in the verification code. It's going to come up, and it's going to say, congratulations, your Google Voice has been done. The reason it's not letting me do this is because I literally just set up another Google Voice number. So you guys can have that Google Voice number, and I'll jump out of that. So let's jump over here into this side so I can show this to you guys. So in these numbers, when you set this up, let's go up to settings here. And there we go, in settings. So in settings, you got a couple of things that we can do in settings. You'll notice at the top, change, transfer, or delete. I don't know why that's popping up over there. Don't need to help anybody. So going through here, it says one device is set up. You can change, it can transfer or delete it. So if I wanted to transfer this number, say to another mobile number, or to maybe to another Gmail account. So if I don't want to put it on this Gmail account, I can set it up on another one. And you'll notice there's some tabs over here on the left. So you can just scroll through here. It says linked one number. So I've got number, I've got my mobile number linked in there. Next up, it says forward messages to linked numbers. Forward your message to any linked number. Carrier rates may apply. So I've got my mobile number in there. And then I want to forward all my messages to my email. So here's what's really cool is when I do get a message, thanks, babe, appreciate it. So when I do get a message, it'll actually forward it into my Gmail account associated with this, so I can track those. And it's really cool because I can set up my Gmail alerts on my actual cell phone, right? I can actually set it up on my cell phone. So when I get an alert through that phone number, say for example, I send out a text message to say one of my rideshare drivers and I want to communicate with him, he texts back and I can tell exactly who. So here's another good point. Say for example that I just want a Google Voice number for a certain group of people that I'm working with. So that's all I ever communicate with is that certain group of people. I can use that Google Voice number for specifically that group of people that I want to target, maybe the target audience that I want to use for some specific advertising and marketing. That's another reason to use a Google Voice number. Maybe I want to put it on some type of business card to attract people with it. So when they call that number and it shows up, I know that they saw one of maybe my collateral pieces that I put out for marketing. So that's another reason to use a Google Voice number is you can actually use it to track your advertising and marketing. Maybe you want to put an ad out on Google or Facebook or wherever, and you want people to call a certain number or text to a certain number. You can actually have them text a message to that number. Now watch this, you guys. This is pretty cool. You can set up an out of office reply. Are you following me? So here you go. You get your Google Voice number, right? You put up an ad. You run an ad on Facebook. It says for more information about XYZ send a text message to, whatever my phone number is, 832-555-1212, whatever your number is. So they're going to send a text message to that number, and they send a message, and it auto replies back. Your out of office response replies back with, hey, thanks for requesting more information. Click this link below for all the details. And of course, you then send them to a website that does a presentation, maybe a lead magnet, maybe 10 tips. To receive your 10 tips on how to lose 10 pounds in 10 minutes, send a text message, 10 pounds to this number, 832-555-1212. It auto responds back to them with a link to the page to download the 10 tips. And now you've captured their phone number and you've put them into a lead magnet that grabs then their email address. So you've got their email address and their phone number in your bucket, and you've just created yourself a lead. So hopefully that was something that worked out, and it just dawned on me, so that should work. It does, because it's got autoresponder built in. So one way you could use a Google Voice number is to basically, in marketing and advertising, of course, to capture leads and phone numbers. So as you go down through here, it says My Devices, of course, is a web device, and you can toggle these on and off how you want to. Get email alerts for missed calls. I like that one, so I'm going to get an email alert for a missed call. I can screen calls, hear a caller's name when you pick up. I sort of hate that feature. Incoming call options, record, call for, switch link phone, so on and so forth. Show my Google Voice number as a caller ID when forwarding calls. You can do that, which is nice. You can turn on the Do Not Disturb. And the cool thing about this is if you do have a business, right? So necessarily, let's say, for example, you have your mobile phone number and you don't necessarily want to use that for your business. So you can actually use the Google Voice number for your business and record a message saying, hi, thanks for calling. You've reached the office of Forrest Knight with XTRM Impact Marketing. Please leave I'm currently out of the office. Please leave your name, the reason you're calling, and a brief message, and I'll get right back to you in the next business day. However you want to leave your message, whatever you want to say. And of course, you can record that greeting on there. You can put it on there. So when somebody calls, they'll get that as a voicemail message responding back which is very neat. So you can go through this, you can get all that stuff set up, which is awesome, 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 awesome. Hopefully you guys got some value out of this. If you have any questions, ask Google. The Googles, they're really, really smart. I'm sure there's a video out there somewhere. I hope you guys got some value out of this. Let me do a stop screen share here. So if you got some value, share your number one takeaway in the comments. Truly appreciate it. As I said before, I forgot what I was going to talk about. I was going to do something, a giveaway or something. I don't know what it was. Got sidetracked earlier talking about going to Rankmakers Live in October and got sidetracked. Anyway, I'm gonna bow out on that one. This is Forrest out in St. Louis. I love you. Jesus loves you. There's absolutely nothing you can do about it. No more empty refrigerators. Peace out. Go out and make an extreme impact. Bye-bye.